Hey gang, this is Pamela getting on here real quick to talk to you. I know I should turn on a lamp tonight, but I really don't fucking feel like it. I'm feeling like absolute shit. My sinuses are killing me. And I'm just plain tired. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it's about past my bedtime. But I'm in here laying down, watching some of my favorite Bee Gees videos that have Robin Gibb singing lead. He's my favorite Gibb brother. In fact, some songs I hear him sing so tenderly, I cry at the drop of a hat. Seems silly, I know, but unless you understand what I've been through in my life, I don't want nobody else. I happen to think that Robin Gibb sings for those that never did find love. I don't worry about it. He may have been married to the woman that he was married to, but in my heart, he's right there in my heart. But that's not why I'm on here tonight. YouTube has had a giant clusterfuck of a massive shutdown of their website. You could call it an outage, call it whatever you want, but it just seems very suspect to me that this website can go down. You don't get no notice as to what's going on. Because back in the day when this website started, if they were doing upgrades to this website, they would let you know. They would tell you, be cool, we'll be back in a bit. They don't do that anymore. The website goes down, you think you've done something wrong. You couldn't even go in on guest mode. I watch YouTube through my TV on my other platform, because that's the one I've had the longest, and I have oodles and oodles of playlists, and I could upload or I could save videos in body cam list, stories about Sarah Boone, the suitcase killer, Dan Brophy, the chef that was savagely murdered by his former wife. But tonight I couldn't do any of that. It's just like all of a sudden I'm watching When He's Gone by the Bee Gees, and bam, I get booted out of YouTube. And then I go to my phone out in the kitchen, and it said that the website was down. And when I posted on my current channel that I'm talking to you now, that I thought about leaving YouTube, you're damn right I'm thinking about leaving YouTube. Because I've had many channels on this website for years. There was one called Totally Classic Stuff. Back in the days when you had to cram your screen name all together. Yeah, Totally Classic Stuff, Monkeys and More. Those are just two channels that their upgrades or downgrades have locked me out of over the years. So, yeah, YouTube, you need to get your crap together. You want people to join YouTube TV, and you want people to pay for all these little extras. No ads. You can hear the audio while you're surfing the internet if you join up with YouTube TV. Well, you know what? Fuck that and fuck you. You don't even tell your users when you're doing upgrades or downgrades to your platform anymore. Now, people are having trouble getting into their video libraries to finish any work that they may have been doing when the website went down. They can't even scroll through their shorts. And you cannot even go into guest mode. I have never been so pissed in my life. And they want you to pay all this money. But they don't tell you when things are screwed up on their end or they're doing downgrades to this website. That's why I think they're shooting themselves in the ass by getting rid of ad blockers. They're punishing us for trying to maintain safety online. But let me tell you something. You know, I have NordVPN on my computer. And since I've been using that, I've gotten rid of most of the robocalls that have plagued my house for years. Because if you go back to one of my other channels, you can watch a lot of my video vlogs. And I would get interrupted by a phone call. And it would drive me absolutely bananas. But no, YouTube wants to block that. And they want to promote channels that support Donald Trump or people like Elliot Rodger. And yet they want to punish the good people that want to do good with their channels. Like, I want to do the news and give people out there comfort that may be going through some tough shit. Like Nancy Guthrie is. She's still missing. They can't find her. But YouTube, you're making it very difficult. That's why I never partner with this website. I will never partner with your website. You could take your YouTube TV, stuff it up your suit and tie covered asses. Because if the website goes down, you don't tell us why. Outage my ass. There's something weird going on, and I don't like it. How many of you are tired of the constant downgrades that this place is getting anyway? When I said I was thinking about leaving this website, I meant every word. And it's like my brother told a former friend of mine who bitched at me about having my brother taking my SSI check over to the bank for me. She kept saying, you know, you lose your money that way. And I said, no, not if he's helping me get it to the bank. This was before I found out about direct deposit. And my brother said, look, you know, she don't need her damn handheld. You know, and I don't need a place like YouTube telling me, and any other user for that matter, that they can't use ad blockers. People are tired of seeing ads every 2 minutes if they want to watch something. You know, you talk about all these nice upgrades, but they're really downgrades. You took away our right to have VPNs. You won't allow us to listen to videos while we're surfing the net on regular YouTube. You want us to pay a big fee for YouTube TV. And I'm not paying that. Nope. Not until you put back broadcast yourself in your tag. I miss the old days of YouTube. When we got permission from the copyright holders to use music in a video, we went with it. But now, you don't tell us when the website's being updated or downgraded. No. You force all these changes on us, and we end up paying the price for that. But YouTube, you need to get your crap together. It's not just the outages that bother me. It's how you're doing business. You know, and it doesn't look good for you. If I had other ways and means to get other video streaming platforms for my phone, I would gladly do so. But to those out there experiencing this outage tonight that make a living off of this, I feel bad for you. But I just hope YouTube did not get hacked. I don't need any more scumbag creepos calling my house, you know, and doing all this crap. That's why I got on NordVPN and Incognito. I get tired of that. And YouTube, I don't use that because I watch you through the TV. There's no way I could do VPN through my TV. Nope. Most places, my information is going to be taken off the internet. And so far, it's worked out pretty well. I don't have half the volume of robocalls. The only thing I have to deal with now is assholes that call me to ask me about selling my house. We want to buy your house, they try to tell me. Now they're doing it through regular mail. That's why I go through particular companies to get my information off the net. Because companies like yours will sell my information to third-party websites without my consent. Just like you want to ID everything out the eyeballs. Yet you want to punish us for using VPNs. I'm going to finish this up. YouTube, you need to get your shit together. You need to figure out what's causing these outages. Or maybe you're doing it to steal our information. I don't know. Right now, I'm not in the best of moods. I don't expect a response from the YouTube team. But you know what? I don't care. They need to know that their website is turning to shit. Their website is really turning to shit. For the simple fact that they don't care about their user. The website goes down. You have to go to some of these websites that check to see if places like YouTube are actually down. But they need to cut the crap with these downgrades and start fixing what is wrong. Another thing I'd like to point out is that sometimes I could subscribe to a channel and other times it pops up a damn error message saying, oops, something went wrong. Fix your glitches, YouTube. Fix your glitches. And people are getting sick of it. It's bad enough that we have to deal with AI slop and your bullshit rules about no VPNs or ad blockers. I value my safety on the internet. And everybody else should too. But Silicon Valley ain't going to tell me what to do. You know, I almost had to change my password because of your little outage. Thank God I didn't have to. But I'm going to when I get my other computer up and running again. I just do not feel good. I don't want anybody getting anything. If I have a flu bug or stomach bug, I don't want anybody getting it. I feel like absolute shit. But let me know how you guys feel about this recent outage with YouTube. I'm dying to know. If I look like I'm in the dark tonight, you're right. I didn't feel like messing with no lamp. So, YouTube, get your crap together. Or you can kiss your users goodbye. Places like Odyssey and Dailymotion are looking more and more appealing every day. Maybe I'll start going to Telegram. I'm tired of your crap, YouTube. And I think a lot of people are. Good night, and I will get back with you soon.